The looming shadow, increased missile threats to the UK. "Mum, why is the sky so loud tonight?" asked little Arthur, gripping his mother's coat as the distant sirens wailed over London. Emily knelt down, brushing his golden curls from his forehead, forcing a smile she no longer believed in. "It's just the wind, love. Just the wind." But they both knew it wasn't. The United Kingdom, a proud island nation that had withstood centuries of conflict, now found itself under a growing and unprecedented threat: missile strikes. Once considered a distant possibility, the fear had become tangible, an omnipresent specter looming over British skies. And the world was watching. A nation on edge. It had started with whispers. Military experts analyzing satellite images, defense committees exchanging wary glances, hushed conversations within Parliament. Then came the statements, the official warnings. The UK is now a direct target in an evolving geopolitical chess game. The threat no longer belonged to history books or Cold War documentaries. It was here, real, lurking beyond the horizon. Intelligence reports had confirmed hypersonic missile deployments within striking range, capable of reaching British soil in minutes. The government scrambled to reassure its people, but in living rooms, pubs, and underground stations, the question remained: are we truly prepared? The new age of warfare. Traditional battle lines had blurred. Where once wars were fought on battlefields, the front lines now stretched into cyberspace, economic sanctions, and precision-guided missile strikes. The UK, as a central player in NATO and a historical ally of the West, had drawn the ire of global adversaries. The rise of hypersonic weaponry had changed everything. Unlike conventional missiles, these could travel at speeds exceeding Mach 5, making them nearly impossible to intercept with current defense systems. They didn't just target military bases, they threatened cities, critical infrastructure, and civilian lives. A strike on London, Birmingham, or Glasgow would not be just an attack on the UK, it would be a warning to the entire Western world. The whispers of conflict. Foreign threats were nothing new to Britain, yet this time, there was an eerie difference. The Cold War had brought fear but also a sense of structure, deterrent strategies, diplomatic negotiations, red lines that neither side dared cross. Today, the rules had changed. Nations with authoritarian regimes and expansionist ambitions no longer played by the old codes of war. Russia's military drills in the Arctic, China's advancements in missile technology, and rogue states increasing their ballistic capabilities painted a grim picture. And then came the warning, a leaked military briefing suggesting that the UK was in the crosshairs of emerging hostilities. Would Britain be ready? A country divided. For the people, reactions varied. Some demanded immediate military reinforcement, calling for increased funding in missile defense systems. Others feared escalation, believing that a show of force would only make the UK more of a target. "We must strengthen our deterrence," urged General Lawrence Wells, a veteran strategist. "An enemy only attacks when they see weakness." Meanwhile, on the streets, the anxiety was undeniable. In Manchester, a mother rushed her children into the house as news broke of heightened threats. In Liverpool, a group of young men debated whether Britain should have stayed neutral in global conflicts. In Edinburgh, an elderly war veteran whispered to his granddaughter, "I thought we'd seen the last of this." The unseen war. The UK's defense agencies worked tirelessly behind the scenes, monitoring foreign activities, upgrading countermeasures, and strengthening alliances. But could any system truly protect against a surprise attack? Experts debated missile defense strategies, from bolstering the existing Sky Sabre system to investing in the US-led Aegis ballistic missile defense network. But with every improvement came a countermeasure, an arms race with no finish line. Then came the cyber threat. A nation need not launch missiles to cripple another. A sophisticated cyber attack could shut down power grids, disrupt emergency services, or sabotage communication networks, leaving the country vulnerable to both panic and attack. The final warning. One chilling evening, as Parliament debated new defense initiatives, a classified report was leaked to the press. The headline blared across every major news outlet, "Imminent threat, military intel reveals high risk of missile strike." The streets were filled with hushed voices and restless eyes. Was this fear-mongering? A tactical leak to rally public support for increased defense spending? Or was it the last warning before an irreversible catastrophe? What comes next? As dawn breaks over Westminster, The UK stands at a crossroads. Does it trust diplomacy, hoping global tensions simmer down? Or does it fortify itself, preparing for the worst? The people wait. The world watches. And somewhere beyond the seas, hidden beneath the clouds, a threat inches closer. The question remains, is Britain ready? A race against time. As tensions escalate, military leaders gather in high-security war rooms, their voices hushed yet urgent. We must reinforce our defenses now, not later, Admiral Thomas Caldwell states, his fist clenched on the table. Intelligence agencies scramble to track the movements of potential adversaries, the digital chessboard shifting with each passing hour. Meanwhile, British citizens adapt to a new reality. Emergency preparedness drills become commonplace, and underground shelters once considered relics of history are reinforced. Schools, workplaces, and public transport services roll out contingency plans, ensuring people know what to do if the unthinkable happens. Diplomatic efforts intensify. The Prime Minister holds urgent discussions with NATO allies, seeking reassurance and strategic cooperation. Is unity enough to deter a strike, or is conflict inevitable? The inevitable decision. Time is running out. The government must choose between further diplomatic engagement or military escalation. Intelligence reports confirm increased missile testing from hostile states, some tests alarmingly close to UK waters. A final meeting of the National Security Council is called. The Prime Minister stands before the nation, eyes heavy with responsibility. We will not cower. We will defend our home. We will stand ready. As night falls over Britain, the people hold their breath. The world waits. And above, beyond the darkened clouds, the future remains uncertain. Is this the calm before the storm?